Hi guys, welcome back to the Morning Talks podcast. Today we have our first special guest, Justine, my bestie. We got boba, but low-key we've already been drinking it, so
she's almost gone.
It's okay though. Still, cheers.
Cheers.
We're supposed to do nail tap ASMR, you know?
Sorry.
I was gonna say, but we don't have energy drinks. That was supposed to be the vibe, but it's okay. We'll do boba.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a few questions for Justine, and we're just gonna like chat because I just feel like this is gonna be super just conversational.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little nervous, but
I don't know why she's nervous.
I always get nervous. I don't know.
It's me. I make you nervous.
Yeah,
No.
Literally. Okay, let me put this over here. I'm gonna put your drink over here. You're gonna hold it.
I'll hold it.
Okay. You're like, I'm gonna drink some. Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, and yeah.
Okay. My name's Justine. So a little bit about me. Dang, I don't remember the last time I was asked this question. It was probably like in school when like they go around the class introducing every student, like tell us three things about yourself.
I'm like, girl, what do you want to know?
Okay, what 3 things? What's the most interesting, juicy things about me? No, I'm just kidding. So I'll say 3 things about me.
Okay.
So I own a small business, an e-commerce business, Empowered Fitness. I recently moved from California to Texas, which is where Viv is right now.
Yes.
In Dallas. She
Came
flew all the way out here to film a podcast. And I used to be a personal trainer, and now I run my business full time and do content creation.
Mm-hmm. Which you guys probably know of Empowered Fitness because I've been working with Empowered Fitness for a while now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like one of the questions. So we'll kind of start with that, like how we met, because that was one of the questions you guys asked on Instagram. So it was from personal training, right?
Yeah.
We both worked at a facility named Self-Made, which is no longer Self-Made Rancho. It's a completely different gym. Well, they just rebranded.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how we met. And what was like, I like messaged you because I was gonna buy some stuff, or I had bought some stuff from your.
It was bands, right?
Yeah.
Because
and a sweater.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot you did buy a sweater. Yeah. So initially, Empowered Fitness was only going to be like gym equipment, so accessories. I should have said, like bands and ankle straps.
You had shaker
like
bottles.
I had shaker bottles, and then I did crew necks. And
hoodies.
Viv DM'd me about it.
And you did.
And I did hoodies. Yeah, crew necks and hoodies.
Yeah, I did. I got a hoodie,
and it just had the logo like stamped in front of it. And to this day, I still get asked from like, there's a few girls, only like a few, and they're like, and you're probably watching this too. I already know.
Like, excuse me, girl, we haven't had hoodies or crew necks.
No, I haven't had
so
them.
Like
but
simple and like essential in your wardrobe. So I feel like you can never go wrong with a hoodie and a crew neck.
Yeah. But that's where we met, at the gym, and then we did a workout together, and it was just fate.
Took me a while, to get comfortable and to warm up.
Oh yeah,
but here we are. A few years later.
It looks like she's not comfortable right now, but she really is.
Yeah, no.
No.
And then from there, you asked me to shoot with you for your brand. I remember that was my very first time ever doing a photo shoot, and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, it was weird for me too, though, because that was the first time that I ever did a shoot for EF. Yeah. So it was kind of like we were just all over the place, but it worked.
It worked. I feel like it flowed. Like it didn't feel like it was unorganized. Like
I think because we didn't know what to compare it to.
That's very true.
Because now, if you would have gone to a shoot like that now, it's still cool to support like really new businesses. It's still, no matter what, like, I mean, I would still do it too, but it's still, you would see the difference now. That was our first times. I think I was nervous, you were nervous, like everybody was just,
and you were the one taking the pictures. You and Jose were the one taking the pictures. Yeah, we've come a long way since then, though.
Yeah, and that was only in 2020.
It was
the end of 2020 because the crew necks dropped in September of 2020.
Yeah, that's right, because I started training in Rancho at the end of 2020, like December 2020. Dang, that does make sense. And then she left. Yeah, she left to a different Self-Made. But we still stayed friends.
My homie hopped from Self-Made Rancho to Self-Made
to Chino, and then she went to 6 Cents.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we met through the gym, and then kind of our relationship from there just grew outside of the gym. Okay, let's see. Another question. Okay, so this is a good question. How did you start at EF, bro? I no way. I just wrote that. You didn't even catch it. Did you catch it?
I didn't. No.
Oh my god! I wrote down a list and I put how. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. How you started EF?
Oh, how you started EF?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
it was how did you start it?
Yeah, I thought I put did. I was like, excuse me.
Okay, no. How did I start EF? So, kind of going back to what I mentioned about the gym accessories, I just wanted to do custom designs for the girls for gym accessories, and I wanted to do one little merch drop, crew necks and sweaters and hoodies, and then I don't know, like those sold. I sold a lot of them. I didn't like completely sell out, but probably like 95%. And
but that's good though.
Yeah, it was good, especially
because at that time, like your like Instagram or like your platforms weren't at where they're at now.
Oh,
so
no.
for you to sell out 95%, like that's really good.
That was a lot of support in the gym, to be honest. A lot of like just girls supporting other girls. Actually, the guys in the gym bought those too.
Yeah, I would see a lot of the guys
wearing the crew necks in blue, the light blue, the baby blue,
the tan too with Empowered Fitness with the crown.
Yeah. Oh my god,
but the crown is so like okay. So we have special guests Stormy and MJ. If they pop up in here, it's okay. She's just chilling.
Oh my god.
I do want to check one thing though.
Okay.
Because sometimes it stops. So I want to make sure it's recording.
Okay, go.
Yeah, hold on. BRB.
Why does it stop?
I don't know, like the battery or.
Yeah, everybody was walking around the gym just freaking sporting the crew necks. It was really cool seeing like the support that everybody was giving, but I think that's what kind of gave me that like holy shit,
that confidence.
This could actually be something more than just gym accessories and like merch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. From there, I just started doing gym clothes, and now here we are. I don't even have accessories anymore. Besides
no, you don't.
What we had initially.
I mean, I still use them though. I still use your accessories.
I still use them.
Yeah,
but I haven't came out with any like designs or anything like that.
Have you thought about like coming out with new designs?
I have like vaguely.
Yeah.
But that process is a lot, and I mean that's kind of just an excuse, but it is a. I don't want to just get like a random color band. Like I wanted to actually put a design on it. So every single one of them were custom. So eventually I'm sure I'll do it again. Yeah. Like another custom band drop.
Just, but a little.
Just to throw it in there.
Yeah, why not?
But do people even use bands anymore?
My clients do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And low key, like I've been having them in like, they use bands to warm up and stuff, but I've been having them use it as like adductors, but like a lateral band walk.
Okay.
And I superset that in their exercises. I low-key want to try it because supposedly it burns and they'll be like, dude, what the heck? Yeah. So I want to try it. So, I mean, yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into that. Put that on
your list. Okay. What advice would you give someone wanting to start their business?
That's a very deep question. I would say, well, first of all, retail is the hardest industry to get into and to scale. I've heard that I listen to so many podcasts, and a lot of the podcasts I listen to are like business related and business owners. And something I've heard from so many people is that retail is the hardest to scale because you're having to pay attention to the trends and be ahead of the trends. And then if you have something sit on a rack for too long or an inventory for too long, then, you know, by the next year, it might not even be popular anymore. Yeah. But, so for retail specifically, I would say you definitely need to have an eye for fashion and upcoming trends, which is something that I struggle with a lot. I was not ready for this. But just for business in general, I would say that you need to remember that just like seeing your favorite content creator on social media, how they tell you like it's not all shits and giggles, like what you see on Instagram, that's the same for business. There's so much more that goes into it, and even just like taxes, it's insane. And you know, because you have a business.
Nobody talks about that. Like when I went to like do my taxes, I'm like, what do I even do? Like, because honestly, I would just give my stuff to my stepdad and like he would take care of it. Or like even before when I had like W-2s, because now I don't get W-2s, at least for my personal training from like brands that I work with, like we get W-2s, but even then I'm like, okay, well, like this is different, you know, like no one really talks about it. And so I'm like,
dude, what do I even do?
Yeah,
like, where do I start?
Exactly.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if you can't fuck up when it comes to your taxes.
No,
like, you
I'm not trying to get in
there's no
trouble.
yeah. I'm gonna end up locked up.
Yeah.
Government, don't come for me. But
we're just a girl. Like, we're just girls.
just a girl. Like,
We
I
don't
don't know how to do
what
my
we're
taxes.
doing. I promise I'm not trying to scam
I'm
you.
not,
I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm not keeping the money.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know where it's going either. I'm just kidding. But yeah, but definitely, it's not all fun. It is really cool to have like that Instagram and to say like, oh, I'm a business owner, but it's really, 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 really stressful. There's a lot of your own money that's gonna have to go into it. Like when you start it up, and you have to, number one, be willing to lose out on whatever money it is that you initially invested. You have to be okay with potentially losing that. Obviously, you're going to do whatever you can to make sure that doesn't happen. But there is a chance. Most businesses fail within the first 2 years.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of you losing that's going to happen. So, and it's a lot of stress. You're always stressed.
Yeah, because you do everything.
Yeah.
Like
when you first
everything.
start. Yeah. Shit, I'm almost 3 years in this and I'm still doing everything.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of stress. And also, your mind never stops.
No.
Never.
No.
Ever. You're always thinking of, like, with content creation, like, you're always thinking of, what do I need to do to, like, keep this going? What is it? What have I forgotten to do something? Like, there's always
and
something.
it's not even just like the keeping up with like the trends and stuff, but like what makes you different.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of content creators, a lot of influencers, there's a lot of people starting their small businesses, because I feel like before, owning a business was not as popular as it is now. Like social media was not as popular as it was now. Like before, it was like go to school, get a career, like get a job, and like what you went to school for, go to college and all that stuff. So it was like, no, like you don't have to. I'm not encouraging you guys to not go to school. If you want to go to school, or if your certain career or profession that you want to do requires it, then obviously like you have to. But you can be successful without having to go to college.
Yeah.
But I feel like it makes it that much harder because it's a little bit more saturated. So it's like, one, you have to keep up, and two, it's like what makes you different than all these other brands.
Yeah.
And sometimes a lot of it's just like people supporting who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And
not even the clothes or whatever it is that you're like, selling.
I'm gonna buy it because it's from you.
Yep. Same with like the creators that work with the brand. Like you with EF or with whatever other companies you work with. It's like, I'm not even buying because I love the company. If you leave the company, I'm going to go wherever you're going.
Yeah,
whatever company you go to next, I'm going to support them, but it's because I'm supporting you.
Exactly.
So yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely, I don't want to say overly saturated because there's new people blowing up all the time, but it's because they're being true to themselves.
Exactly.
And people can see that.
Yes.
People can see when someone is being like overly nice or overly fake or just over the top. Like, there's no
just know,
need.
like,
it
doesn't come off natural, like, and I think for me, I'm very much a person that like, I won't do something unless like it means something to me. Like with starting this whole like podcast, I have never in my life thought that I would do a podcast.
I wouldn't have thought you would have done a podcast.
No, and I threw this at her like out of nowhere. I was like, I have something to tell you. I'm gonna do a podcast, and she's like, "What?
Oh shit!"
Because this is like different for me, Like I'm very like introvert, and you guys know this if you guys follow me on my other platforms, because I feel like I say it all the time. But I don't know, like this just feels very like natural to me, and like obviously this came from like me doing my Instagram stories, and so it was like this makes sense because like I can do longer videos and not just like be on Instagram and have freaking a whole millions stories, because I obviously post other stuff on there. So I was like, I'm gonna just do it. Yeah. And we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. And you know what I was also gonna say? I mean, I know you're saying like right now it comes naturally to you to do this because you already speak on your stories. But Viv was not always comfortable in front of the camera. Like just 4 years ago, she was very like, she had to continue doing something and being uncomfortable at it in order to get comfortable. But she put herself in front of the camera and posted that shit on social media, knowing that like she wasn't comfortable yet, but she knew that one day like that would happen.
Exactly.
And now she has a podcast. What?
And now we're here. I don't know how, but we're here. Yeah. But I remember like even doing stories on my Instagram, and I swear like there would be times where I would even like record it and I wouldn't even post it. And I was like, that's cringe.
Yeah.
Like, not doing
Like,
that.
I would not want to see that.
Yeah,
No.
I'm not putting that out on the internet. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna post it. And even now, like when I do my Instagram stories, I don't even watch it back.
No,
I'm
I
like,
don't
whatever.
I'm like,
it
either. I'll
posts
delete
if
it.
yeah, no. I'm like, it posts. We're
Yeah.
going live. But yeah, honestly, I think the biggest advice is like taking that risk, and like you said, like getting uncomfortable, because like that is how you're gonna grow. And if it doesn't work out, you learn something from it. Like, don't take it as a loss. Like, learn something from it and move forward. And maybe it'll teach you something for something else. You know, I feel like things work out the way like they're supposed to. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see another
sure
question.
do.
Let's get a question from Instagram. Let's get like a little bit of a spicier or juicier.
Spicy.
There's no spiciness.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you. Not spicy. I'm just kidding.
That food earlier was spicy.
That was fire.
That, I know. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about this one. Okay, what's the longest you've been without going to the gym? How did you get back to it?
The longest I have gone without the gym would be probably like 2 months, and it was the month before I moved. So like all of November, basically, and then almost the first entire month that I was here. So that, how did I get back to it? Honestly, I have been working out for 8 years now, so it's kind of just like a second nature to me. I don't let it bother me if I don't have time for the gym. Like when something big, like a move across country is going on in my life, I am okay with missing the gym. Like I feel a little uncomfortable with like my body? Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, I know I'm going to get back to it because I love working out. I do love working out, and it's just something that I know that, and I've accepted that I'm going to need to do for the rest of my life if I want to be as healthy as possible. So as soon as my schedule allowed me to go to the gym again, I did it. And I just started going again, like regularly. Yeah. I feel like you don't think of working out as like a chore.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be a punishment.
No.
I feel like people like are like, oh my God, I ate so bad this weekend, and I need to go to the gym. Like,
I need to go do some cardio.
Yeah, and I get it, because like I've definitely gone through periods of time where I'm like, okay, like the gym isn't a priority in this moment, but it's okay because I will get back to it, because again, it's something that I enjoy, and I feel like for me, it helps me mentally. Like, it's not even for like the physical. Like, obviously physical is important, like our physical health, and not just like aesthetics physically. That's just a plus.
It is nice to have fat us.
That's a snort.
Says it with a straight face. You couldn't.
Oh my
You should have
God.
just kept going.
I know.
Imagine.
I can't do that. I can't be on that. What is it, Bobby?
Oh
Have
my
you seen her
gosh,
last
Bobby
name?
Altoff.
Altoff, yeah.
I think.
I can't. I could never.
I don't know.
I would laugh. But yeah, like I do it for my mental. Like I know when I don't go to the gym, I'm like, dang, like I need to just go move my body and do something, because it just helps me mentally. I feel like when I'm in the gym, my brain stops. Like I don't think about anything else. It's just
An escape.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like also when you allow yourself to take a break, if you feel like you need it, then you start to realize once you go back, like after doing that a few times, you realize that, oh, okay, this doesn't make the biggest difference on my body, because when you're in the beginning of your fitness journey and you're not allowing yourself to have breaks or, you know, and I mean like more than a day, like a rest day, I mean like a break that your mind or your body like needs from the gym, you feel like you can't give yourself that because you're gonna lose all this work that you put in.
Yeah, which is not true.
No, not in the long term. When you think of your fitness journey from, if you start at the age of 20, you know, you're able to work out till you're 70, whatever, just say 50 years, you missing a week or a month or even 2 months, it's not gonna make a difference in the long term, in the longevity.
And honestly, sometimes I've taken a break like a week or two, and then I go back.
You come back stronger?
Yeah. And I'm like, low-key, my body needed that. Yeah. Right? Or like the pump just hits different. I'm like, okay, girl. Like sometimes your body just needs that break. Yeah. You know? So I feel like that's definitely important. And that kind of goes into like another question, which we can kind of answer this together. But like how we balance going to school, life, and fitness. kind of how we find that balance, I guess.
Okay, so I'm uneducated.
Stop.
Okay, so
you're a business owner.
Yeah, well, I got lucky. School, life, and what? Work?
No, school, school, life, and work.
Okay, so yeah, I actually I have never gone to college, but life and work, it's honestly pretty hard. I feel like when you own a business, there's really no such thing as balance. There's gonna be days where your business needs more of your time, and there's gonna be days where your relationship or things that are going on in your life need more time. For the most part, it's my business. So like if I have a launch, or if there's a really important week, or like, you know, for instance, this week we're shooting. So for the next couple days, and my relationship or my life in general, like those type of things, those are gonna take a back seat for the next few days. But it's, I guess, in longevity, it ends up balancing out, but there's really no such thing as a complete balance. I do try to have like a morning routine, a night routine, but what I do during my day, as much as I try to keep it the same, it depends on what it needs to take, you know.
Yeah,
most 100%.
Time. I know, like when I was in school, and I don't know, I want to talk about that because my God, I was
trauma.
Yeah, literally. I just went to college because my mom was like, either you go to college or you pay rent at home. And I was like, girl, I'm not gonna pay rent. Like, I'm going to school. Yeah. And honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I feel like the safest thing was like nursing, because it was so broad. And I was like, I'll figure it out later. Then after a while, I wanted to be a midwife. And then, I don't know, I just wasn't really passionate about it. You know, like I love babies and I love kids, but it wasn't like I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I stopped going to school. And honestly, the only reason why I went back was because after getting like my general education done and all that stuff, I only needed 2 more years to graduate and get my bachelor's.
Yeah. So you're like, I've already been in this deep. I need to see it through.
Finish.
See it through, my boy.
No, for real. And my fiance was like, you only have 2 more years, like just do it, just get it done. Like that's something that nobody can like ever take away from you, and like just get it done, you're almost done. And so I found a passion for like fitness and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I want to do something related to fitness. But this was before I started being like a personal trainer. And so like I wanted to do athletic training originally and like work with sports and stuff, because I grew up around sports. So I was like, you know what, long story short, I was like, I'm gonna go to school for this, I'm gonna finish 2 more years or whatever. But those 2 years were so hard. Like I just felt like every single day was like I had to like make myself go to school, because I was like, goodness, I don't want to go to school. Like I just would rather be working on my business, like doing personal training. Like this is time I can be training and this and that or whatever. I'm thankful that I finished, and I'm thankful that I had the support system that I did to like get me through, because I feel like I definitely wouldn't have been able to. But finding a balance during that time was hard, because there was literally a point where like I was going to school Monday through Friday plus training.
How can you balance
and then like that? Trying to go to the gym for myself. So it was just like a lot, but I just knew that it was temporary. And I think that's what helps me get through, is like, okay, this is just temporary. Like this takes priority over all these other things right now, and it's not forever, it's just for right now, and it's going to be like for a good reason. And I feel like having a partner that is like very supportive, like that's very important.
Makes a big difference.
Because if you have a partner that's not very ambitious, or that doesn't want the same things as you, it's not going to make you feel guilty.
If you are ambitious, that's not going to work.
Exactly. And you need to have that person that's going to push you, because let's be real, like we're not always motivated, right? But when you have a partner that's like pushing you like to do better for yourself, not even just for like the relationship in general, but just like for yourself as a person, I feel like that really helps, you know.
Yeah, it does. It makes the biggest difference.
Where they can be like, okay, like you work on what you gotta do, and I'll work on what I gotta do, and then just makes you guys like a power couple.
Yeah, I love that. Power couple.
Let's do another
My last relationship was not like that at all.
I
almost felt like I was like bragging over like a certain, even just really small accomplishments. I was uncomfortable talking about my accomplishments, because the ambition just wasn't the same.
You know, it's not your fault.
Or the ambition wasn't the same.
That's their fault.
So it is really important to have a partner.
Unless you guys are both like that, then like, okay, then whatever. But
that works.
That's definitely not how you.
You just can't have one and the other.
No, doesn't work. Okay, let's see. How to work past people being dishonest about relationship status and leading you on. think this is just like
this
advice.
Is specific. Yeah, this is advice. What is it?
How to work past people being dishonest about relationship status and leading you on.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is in a romantic relationship. No?
Relationship status, like...
Yeah, like, what are we? Right?
Maybe.
I don't see that as, like, friendship.
Or I took it as, like, this person has, like, another person, and they're pretending to be single.
Oh,
and
like
trying
dating.
to, like, lead somebody else on. But maybe that person knows, or I don't know. But I do see it, like, your way, too.
Okay, so
like,
you go.
What are we?
Yeah. Let me read
Leave
that
'em.
question again. You can start. You can start answering.
I was about to tell you my code.
I know,
on
not
the pod.
right now.
I would say leave them. Like, if you were doing like the what are we, also kind of depends on age. I feel like age also plays a factor, you know, because like when you're so young, I just feel like, I don't know, we're dumb almost, you know, we don't really know what we want, or we settle for things that we shouldn't be settling for. Like, you should be like, no, if you want to be with this person, like, I'm not going to deal with a what are we.
Yeah, no.
Like, either you're with me or we're not, and move on.
And that's it. Yeah, don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Like, my ovaries can only wait so long for you. But you know what? Now that you say that, being dishonest, it does kind of make me feel like that was about, like, they know something. Like, the person that asked this knows something.
Yeah.
Because she said about people being dishonest about a relationship status and leading you on. So I think she obviously...
Or if they're telling other people, oh, we're just friends, but leading her on behind closed doors.
Oh, that's... And then those people are telling her, like, oh, he said that you guys are just friends. Oh, gosh.
This can go a lot of different ways.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like, you know, he's dating other people, if that's what you mean...
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, tell him. Tell him. I told him, and now he's engaged to me.
Hey, it works.
But sometimes, no, honestly, sometimes, honestly though, a guy just needs somebody who's going to, like, put him in his place and give him an ultimatum. Like, when you're dating, before you're in a relationship. If you're already in a relationship and he's telling you, like, you guys are both in, you know, you're aware that you're in a relationship and he's doing that, that's a little bit different, then that's not okay. But if you guys are dating and, you know, he's telling you that he's not dating anybody else, but he really is, then you need to put your foot down. Sometimes guys are just stupid and they need a girl who's going to actually put their foot down because others won't. And you need to be that person. And if you're not that person and they don't want to do that, then that's okay. Bye. Like, that's okay. You're not ready for me.
There's a lot of other good men out there. You don't need to waste your time on the one.
Not the only one.
Bad. Yeah, no.
And if he's doing that now, imagine how
later on. Yeah, down the road.
Yeah. So I say, boy bye or girl bye.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Like, what?
No, dishonesty when you're dating. No.
Let's see. These are definitely parts I'm gonna have to like cut. Okay, how did Justine know it was time to take a leap and go all in her business? Ooh. I feel like you kind of touched on this though.
Yeah. So I didn't fully go all in on EF until I think June of last year, or it was a little bit before that, maybe May. And it was really scary. So luckily my situation, like, for me was a little bit different because I was a personal trainer. So I got to choose like how many clients I was taking a day. So I went from training 5 hours in the morning and then 5 hours at night with like a few hours in between. I went from doing that to cutting all my evening clients, and I would only train in the mornings. And then I shortened it to 2 days or 3 days a week, and then 2 days a week. And then I only had one client for about 6 months, and then I was like, okay, I need to just stop. So then I went all in. So that was last year. But honestly, for me, I felt like it was the right time when I realized that I wasn't able to do certain tasks that I needed to do in a day in order to make moves, or for my business to grow. I needed to give as much time as I possibly could, or else I was going to need to hire help. Actually, I already did have help at the time. I had an assistant, and I still needed more time. Yeah. So I think once I realized that I had too much on my plate and my business was kind of just plateauing, that's when I was like, okay, I need to do this, or I need to stop my business, and that wasn't gonna happen. So I left my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in the same boat when I first started training, and I was still like at my old job. And I was like, okay, the amount of hours that I'm here,
and it's guaranteed money.
I know, but still, like the way I thought it was, well, yeah, actually very true.
It's
because
hard
like with
to leave.
personal training, it's very like up and down.
It's not guaranteed. Someone can just tell you, even though they're not supposed to. They can tell you, oh, hey, like I can't do it anymore. And if that happens with 3-4 clients, you're losing out on a lot of money.
Yeah, it is scary. But I definitely feel like if you invest the time and put in the effort, then obviously like you'll get clients and stuff like that, putting in the work.
Oh yeah.
But for me, it was like, okay, I started getting like my personal training that I had set, like my schedule that I had set for myself. I had already booked all those time slots, right? And I was still getting like inquiries for training and stuff like that. And so I was like, dude, the hours that I'm here, because there were sometimes I was only working 4 hours at my old job. Like, it was just very like different. So I was like, the hours that I'm working here, I can be making a lot more than I'm making here now. So I think I did both for like 3 months. And then I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to like go all in. It's scary.
It's very scary.
But it's like, I've never looked back.
Yeah.
And I now feel like I can never see myself going back to, I'm not going to say like a regular job.
Yeah.
But I cannot like see myself going back to do jobs that I've done before, or even just work for somebody else in general.
Yeah.
Like, no, I like my freedom.
Yeah.
Like,
once you've experienced working for yourself, it's kind of hard to go back to working for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very hard.
I don't know other questions.
Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, all of them, the other ones are like repetitive.
They're similar.
Yeah. Okay, so somebody asked, would you ever consider posting your daily workouts as a notes document?
Oh my gosh.
Like a notes document?
Yeah, I've seen people do that. I've seen, she's saying like post your entire personal workout every day onto your stories. So like you type it out in your notes and then you post it on your story so that people can follow your workout.
Yeah.
While
I'm doing it, or like I post all my workouts. So.
Yeah, you do, but she's saying, I think she wants it like simplified. She's saying not like in real form, but she wants. So you want a workout program? She wants a free workout program. Listen,
I mean, technically, I give all my workouts that I do for free. They're all on my Instagram. But if you want an actual program, we could do
you got to talk business.
We could do online training. Yeah, no,
I haven't seen people do that in a while.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's like maybe like a few people that have done that, but I've thought about like doing PDF programs and stuff like that. But to me, it's just like, it's more time. And it wouldn't be like, I want to actually show you how to do the exercise, which is why I like having like
it seems like a cash grab.
Yeah, I like having an online app, like training app. Training. I program the exercises and they're all my videos. Yeah. And you know what order to do it in, and your workouts are all scheduled. So
yeah.
I mean,
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't.
Because that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. To every day?
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, but she does post a lot of workouts.
Yeah,
and she puts it in the caption too. So I mean,
I used to do a lot of swipe workouts. I noticed I stopped doing a lot of swipe workouts. Also because I'm trying to get out of just like fitness niche.
Yeah,
but
same.
I mean, I'll do swipe workouts for you guys.
Yeah,
but the notes, I just feel like
that's
maybe I'll do it for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say it unless you're gonna do it. They're gonna lead to that.
I'll think about it.
Okay, she's gonna
doing it.
She's gonna think about it. She's not. No promises.
No, 100% sure.
Me, it's a no. It's a no for me.
It's a hard pass.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for all the questions. Is there anything else that you want to add or say?
No, I'm so proud of you.
A lot of things coming for Empowered Fitness, by the way. So just stay tuned. If you're not already following Justine on Instagram, I feel like we have a lot of like the same followers.
Yeah. She just has a lot more. She has a lot of the same of mine. I don't have a lot of the same of hers.
So if you're not following her and you're following me, you need to go follow her. But I think this year we're getting out of our comfort zones, and I think for both of us, we're really trying to like get out of just being in the fitness like industry, just the fitness niche, because I feel like there's a lot more to us than just that. And I know for me, like a lot of people ask me to do vlogs. Yeah. Vlogs are hard, guys.
Vlogs are a lot. They're fun, but they're a lot. There's a lot that goes into vlogs.
I can't vlog in public.
that was my thing. Like, I don't mind vlogging, but when I go into a store, it's really hard for me. The only perspective you're gonna see is like my hands grabbing something.
No,
you're not gonna see me walking.
I've literally done it, and like I'm so embarrassed that my phone's like right here, and I'm all making sure like nobody's around.
Even with just recording in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I don't mind that.
No,
I just can't do
if,
the
like,
walking.
People like, I don't know. I'm like, don't judge me.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't judge me.
I give props to the people that like set up their tripods.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like I have a small camera, so like it's not,
not taking up a lot of space.
Yeah, versus people that have like big cameras.
Props to them.
Yeah, maybe once in a while I'll do one if I have something exciting, but then it's also like my life's not that exciting. Like on a day-to-day basis.
Dude, I don't even think it's about that though. I don't even think it's about being exciting. I like watching the most simple vlogs. Do you watch vlogs?
Yeah,
on TikTok?
I do.
I watch the most simple vlogs. I think it's the girls that just know how to talk well. I don't even watch vlogs, I feel like, for what they're doing. I watch it based off of like what I'm hearing.
Like their personality.
Yeah.
There is one girl that I do watch and I like it, but she's like very like funny vlog. Natalie. She used to be my client.
Okay.
Okay. But she does like a lot of like funny vlogs, and her editing, I think she has an editor actually.
Money.
Yeah, they're good. And I'm just like, I would watch them while I'm doing my makeup, and I'm like, oh, okay, but like
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining because she's very like high energy person, like in real life. Yeah, she's also very like high energy and like low key, like
off in her videos.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
it keeps me entertained. Versus me, I feel like I'm not like, you know, like I'm very chill. Like I'm just, unless I'm a little lit, but not gonna be lit.
Then just drink before you go to the grocery store. Takes a shot before you walk into the grocery store. Oh my god!
But
Well, should we tell them, since I mean they're listening to the podcast, so they deserve to know something that Instagram doesn't know yet.
Yeah, whatever you want to tell them.
So Viv and I are actually, because you were saying how we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up this year.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell them. I was going to tell them to wait, but
you want them to wait?
No, tell them.
Okay. So
is it still recording?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So it's all blurry. So Viv and I. So wait. Okay. So yeah, we're really freaking excited. I'm really excited. I don't know about you. I've never personally traveled anywhere for EF. I know, like, this is your first time like being here for EF.
Yeah, because you were in California.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so now you had to come
Texas.
Here. But like, we're going to New York.
That's
just
so
me
exciting.
and Viv.
I know, that's so exciting.
I'm really excited. And then we have a couple shoots.
We have to try to vlog.
Yes, that's what you made me think about it. I was gonna say I think we could vlog then. That would be perfect. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I was going to say more, but you guys are going to have to wait for that. But just wait for the rest. We're going to be in New York in a few weeks.
There's things coming.
I'm excited.
And she loves New York, so I feel like that's even just like the cherry on top. So, yeah.
It's going to be awesome. But this was so fun.
I know. I enjoyed it. I feel like we were just talking, and I feel like this would be so long.
I don't know why you were nervous.
I just get nervous. Like, I even like, remember when I try to like film stories in the car while you're in the car?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, even with Beto, I make him like, I can't film and talk on the phone.
I kind of get like that sometimes.
I'm like, don't listen.
Or I'll try to like, I'll end up re-recording it, like, and it's annoying.
Yeah, I'm like, this doesn't feel like natural, but it was fine. It was just me. Like,
it just took a few minutes.
Like,
it's a lot.
Popped my cherry.
And you're not even in your car right now.
No, I'm not.
We have mics.
I'm not even in California.
You're not. Yeah, you're in a whole other state filming a podcast. I'm really proud of you.
It's the first time doing it with the mic too, and this little recorder device
makes me feel like I'm on a podcast.
Yeah,
this right here.
Eventually, I'll have a studio and I'll have the whole like fancy mic, but like
you don't even.
We'll get there one day.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
This is just good enough.
But yeah, thank you for being my first guest.
Yes,
on my
thank
podcast.
you for having me.
To many more podcasts together and to growing together.
And to New York.
We'll see you guys in New York. Make sure you go follow her on Instagram.
You've been waiting.
This is why we met. She's the high energy. I'm the chill one.
I know.
All right. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great day. Do something for yourself today. Take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next podcast. Bye.